Good evening, everybody, and hello. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but quite frankly, I just haven't been inspired to do one until this morning. So here I am. I've just finished. Yesterday, we did the Optimum Empowerment at Cooley Ranch Elementary, and Optimum Empowerment is called that, which was titled that by my colleague Ashley Labella, and we called it that because Optimum meant all of our boys and girls coming together for one really big empowerment, which is led by the staff, not the empowerment team, but the staff. Empowerment team does help, but the entire thing is run by the staff that and in which the school that we do it at. So I just got done organizing that, and we did it yesterday. It was very intense. And I'm not really focusing on the empowerment. What I'm focusing on in this video is talking about God's work. Because when you do God's work, this has been my life. I know this. I didn't really understand it until recently, the depths of it, because I've been talking to our family priest about it, and he's helping me understand it a little bit more. So, I was told every time I do something that I know is going to bless a lot of kids, a lot of things bad happen. Everything goes wrong. And in this one, this was probably my biggest empowerment that I did, that I organized myself, and everything went wrong. People said that they were going to help, then they backed out at the last minute. It rained like crazy, so I was in a lot of pain. And the only way I can describe it, it feels as the rain's pouring, and you guys know it poured really, really bad and a lot. Is it felt like someone, the whole time it rains, it feels like someone's just has my arms and they're pulling them out of my sockets until it stops raining. So what I did this time is I really just gave it to God. And I said, nope, I know what's happening here. That devil, he just does not want me to do this work. And so I'm just going to have to push harder, because I know, Lord, I know this is your will, and I know you want to bless a lot of kids through this work. So I trust in you. I trust in you. And it's funny because 3 days before the empowerment, I had originally had we had 6 different activities going on simultaneously. And all the kids were able to rotate through 6 activities. Well, these activities were designed to be outside. The week of the empowerment, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 74 degrees, nice and sunny. However, Thursday it was to pour, and it was going to pour a lot. And then Friday, it wasn't going to rain, but it was going to be cold. So I had to change all of my activities. I was in intense pain, and I started having other pain that I was concerned about. So I had to see my surgeon that same week, praying I didn't get bad news. And it was not the best news, but it was okay. I could live with it. And, like I said, then the last minute things, people that said they were going to be there weren't, so I had to find someone to fill it in at the last minute. It was intense. And so that night I said, Lord, I give you this pain. I'm not even going to, it's not mine. I'm not feeling it. You've already suffered and you've died on the cross. And I refuse. I know that everything's going to work out, and this is going to happen, and it's going to be just fine. And guess what? It was. On Friday morning, everybody who was supposed to be there, that was meant to be there, they were there. I had all the helping hands I needed, and it was executed with excellence because it was the entire staff running Optimum Empowerment. How do you get an entire staff to do something like that? It was I'm still overwhelmed at the support of our staff. It was all 5th and 6th grade teachers, support staff, our assistant principal, everybody, even people from district came down. Jackie Paul covered it, and the kids, just smiley faces everywhere. So as I write my book, I knew that it was going to change. At first I thought it was going to be about the blessings of sufferings, but I think it's going to be quite different. So I'm studying some stuff called spiritual desolation and spiritual consolation. So understanding that a little more helps me understand some of the things that I experience in doing God's work. So here I am on my journey, and this is kind of how it goes. And when they talk about spiritual desolation, it's something like what I'm talking about. Like when you know that you're doing God's work, all these things will come against you and, try to stop you, but you got to hold on to your faith, even though you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that happens to me a lot, but because I've grown up like that and I've lived that and I've seen it happen over and over and over, when it does get hard and I know I'm doing something big to bless other people, especially the children, I just fight harder and I hold on to my faith a little stronger and I pray a little more, because I'm like, oh no, the harder it gets, the bigger the blessing. So again, it proved right, because that's what happened. Many kids were blessed, and I know that they received the message. So of empowerment, of self-love, self-respect, teamwork, and building strong school communities. So it is a blessing to do God's work. Is it easy? Oh no. It is not easy by any means, but it is what it is, and I stand by it, and I will always, always offer my work up for the Lord. So anyways, have a good evening. I'm about to go start the holiday season.